All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 5 Now, our live stream here on our WKRG Facebook page. We're happy that you're here. I'm glad to be here. Bill Riles here for you with the next few minutes, and we'll tell you what's some of the things going on in the world, some of your comments today as well, and that's all straight ahead.
Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
A nice Thursday today. Some of you may see a little more rain than usual today. That's according to our First Alert Storm team. John Nodar, Caroline Carruthers this morning talking about the weather. In between, you may still be kind of steamy hot, so be prepared for that as well. We'll get to our big stories right now. I'll tell you what's going on. Number 5, the Fed brushed off. Number 5, the Fed brushed off Donald Trump's demands to cut interest rates, keeping its key short-term rate unchanged for the 5th time this year. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell also suggested that a rate cut in September is less likely than some economists have expected. Powell says it will take time to assess how the Trump administration's increased tariffs will affect inflation and the economy. Number 4. Florida state attorneys claim that a lawsuit filed by environmental groups over alligator Alcatraz was filed in Florida's Southern District when it needed to be filed in the state's Middle District. The groups filed the lawsuit last month asking for the project to be stopped because it didn't follow state and federal environmental laws. A judge will hear the group's request for a temporary injunction next week. Number 3. Get ready for some detours. Next week, the Bankhead Tunnel will be closed for several nights and the weekend to replace old lighting fixtures and electrical components. From Tuesday, August 5th through Thursday, August 7th, the tunnel will be closed from 8 at night until 5 in the morning. And then at 8 p.m. on Friday, August 8th, the tunnel will be closed the entire weekend, reopening at 5 the morning of Monday, August 11th. You're advised to take the Wallace Tunnel, the Cochran-Africatown Bridge, or the Africatown Boulevard to I-165 as detours. Number 2, a local teacher accused of having a sexual relationship with a student. 36-year-old Molly Mesereau taught hospitality at Gulf Breeze High School. Investigators say Mesereau had originally supplied a 17-year-old with a cell phone back in February, for them to exchange messages and continue the relationship even after an investigation began. The school district placed Mesereau on leave. She's been released from jail on a $41,000 bond. And number 1, a woman is in Metro Jail accused of shooting 2 other women in Mobile's Oakleigh Garden District. 24-year-old Jontasia Spann faces assault charges for Tuesday's shooting on Rapier Avenue. A witness told us he heard 6 gunshots and a victim cry out. Officers say the 2 women were sitting inside a car when they were shot. The women were taken to a hospital. They're listed in serious condition. And those are some of the stories that we are following this morning. And, of course, there will be more throughout the day. Get you over to our question of the day right now and ask you this question. You heard about the big tsunami and earthquake yesterday. What would you do if a tsunami were to hit the Gulf Coast? That's an interesting question. Of course, this was centered around an earthquake in eastern Russia, powerful earthquake, 8.8 magnitude, and it caused waves all across the Pacific, even some that hit the west coast of the U.S. Hawaii was in the way. There were some alerts in Alaska, some in Japan as well, in the Hokkaido area of Japan. Ant says probably throw a tsunami party. Okay. Well, yeah, you could get the fish up in your yard, I guess, Gwendolyn. That would be one thing to do. Lisa Baker Birchfield, who I know, by the way, same thing I do with a hurricane. Go north. Get out of the way. Yeah, that's a good one. Tim Landrum, I'm probably still be thinking about how and why the T is silent. You got a good point there, Tim. T is not silent on that one. Yeah, probably try and host a fishing rodeo that day. Well, there you go. Well, there's a lot of comments here. You can add to them on what you would do if a tsunami were to hit the Gulf Coast. Interesting Interesting question. Hey, let me get you to our poll of the day and ask you about that. Should social media be banned for kids under a certain age? You know, here's the thing. I thought it was. Not banned, but you have to be a certain age to sign up, like 13. Am I wrong about that? I thought, but I know there are ways to skirt that, like everything else in life. There's always a way around it. But I always thought, I don't know. You can answer that question for yourself. Yes, I heard a good discussion yesterday on a radio program about social media and the dangers therein of social media. You got the bullying factor that's going on with social media these days. You know, it's an interesting phenomenon. Of course, social media has been very helpful in many, many ways. So, yeah, feel free to come on over, comment on our poll of the day, our question of the day. If you're already here on our Facebook page, you see some of the stories that are posted as well, and you can comment on those too. Coming up today, 9 and noon, Devin Walsh will be here on the air. She'll be back here for 12:30 today for News 5 Now. And we hope you have a very pleasant rest of your Thursday. I'll see you back bright and early tomorrow here on News 5 This Morning. Have a good day, everyone.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.